Good morning, humans of planet Earth, and welcome to India. I'm currently in the southern province of Kerala, and our journey today is taking us to Fort Kochi, or the town of Kochi, which is rich in both culture and history. My first port of call, as you can probably tell, is to get a haircut. So I haven't had a haircut since Manila, and it is ridiculously hot here. So let's do this. Let's explore India. Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Can I have a haircut?
Haircut.
Just like 0 on the back, 4 on top. You can do?
Yeah.
Thank you. What is your name?
Kumar.
Kumar. Eddie.
Eddie.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
You are from
England.
England.
Yes, from London. It's very hot, so I need less hair.
Yeah.
You can answer it if you want.
No problem.
Is it your wife?
Huh?
Is it your wife? You have a family?
Marriage? Yes.
You are married?
Boy? Yeah.
Boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Boy 21 age. Lady doctor 60.
Oh, she's a doctor. Oh, wow. You must be very proud. Malayala. Malayala. Malayalan. You are very skilled. You're a good barber. Have you been a barber for a long time? 27 years. Wow. Very nice. It's perfect. Thank you. How much does it cost? 120.
Indian money.
Yes, Indian money, yes. There you go, have 200. For you. Thank you very much, my friend. Namaste, all the best. Nice to meet you. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Right, I'm like a freshly shorn sheep now. What a lovely Indian man. Didn't speak much English, but you know, we are kind of in the middle of nowhere. So now we're gonna head into town, which is a lot busier, and start diving into the history of this fascinating place. Just stopping for a bite to eat on the way into town. I'm on the edge now. It's a masala chai and a lovely chicken samosa. This is actually my 4th one because they're so good. And like everything in India, it's quite spicy. 4 samosas and the chai cost a grand total of £1. I love this country. Hello, my friend.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Could I just get a bottle of water, please? This one.
Okay.
How much is it?
20.
20. You having a good day?
That's good.
There you go, my friend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a legend that man is. The story of Kochi began in 1341 when a massive flood opened up this port. I say this port, they won't let me anywhere near the actual port. I've tried every guard, every avenue, and they're having none of it. So this is as close as I can get. It opened up the port and allowed the Chinese, Arabs, Europeans to all start coming to Kochi and trading. And after the collapse of the Kodungallur port, the nearest other big port nearby, Kochi sprung to life and yeah, began its journey to becoming a prosperous city. The south of India is obviously very rich in spices. It's not like the north desert where you can't grow anything. The lands down here are very fertile, and that's what made Kochi such an attractive proposition for Europeans, Arabs, Africans, for trade and later for conquest. So it would be impossible to come to Kochi without speaking about Vasco da Gama, the first European to reach India by sea, who was a Portuguese explorer who arrived on these shores in May 1498, nearly a year after leaving Lisbon. He arrived in Calicut, which isn't quite where we are now, but he spent a lot of time in Kochi, and it was actually the place where he died eventually of malaria. And I'm just coming up to his house right now. So this was his house where he died of malaria on Christmas Eve. And it's now a homestay. Which means I can't get in there, unless you want to stay there. I'm sure they make a lot of money off his name. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So after his death on Christmas Eve, what a time to die, by the way. No presents for him in the morning. In 1524, his remains were moved to the oldest and first European church in India, the St. Francis Church. It seemed an appropriate burial place for him until his remains were later moved to Portugal some few decades later. So that was the inside of the first European church ever built in India, and obviously the burial place of Vasco da Gama, who, by discovering the route to India from Europe, kind of paved the way for the age of discovery and then the age of empire. Obviously Portugal kind of started it off, then the Dutch came, then the English, and it must be said the way that the locals were treated in some parts of India by all those nations is completely unacceptable, even though it was a different era. Yeah, we don't want to condone it, but there's no doubt that Vasco da Gama has his place in history forever. On many of his voyages, nearly half the crew would die. He was the captain, so obviously he was fine, but you know, nearly a year at sea, scurvy, malnourishment, not knowing whether they were going to make it there, not even knowing where they were going, really. That takes real bravery. So yeah, hats off to him. It was pretty amazing to see it in there. And I'm now ridiculously hot again. Let's find some sustenance. Hello, can I have a coconut? Just one?
One.
How much is it?
50.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Oh yeah.
This is coconut. This is especially very tasty. This is in Kerala. This is a special fruit. Not this given in your England.
Yes, you don't find this in England.
Kerala has more this coconut trees. Kerala means coconut.
Oh really?
Kerala.
Kerala means coconut.
Coconut.
So the name Kerala comes from the word coconut.
Coconut.
Oh wow, I never knew that. That's crazy.
Kerala's gold stone country.
Look,
cool.
this look full of coconut trees. In Kochi, less. But in Calicut, Malappuram, Kasaragod, these more districts are more coconut.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's very interesting. Thank you, my friend. It's a
Anas.
pleasure. It's
I
a
am
pleasure.
Anas.
Alas.
Anas.
Anas.
Alexander Anas.
Alexander Anas.
Yes, yes.
Eddie is my name. Nice to meet you, bro.
So, yeah, looking.
shop here looking, he says. It's a nice try. So as I alluded to earlier, Kochi was a much sought after destination by Europeans and became the first European settlement in the year 1500. When Admiral Pedro Alvaro Cabral came here and negotiated a treaty between Portugal and the Kingdom of Kochi. He built this palace, not him personally, for the Raja at the time, which is kind of the ruler, as like a peace offering, as like a thank you present. Are you selling the coconuts?
Oh, water.
Could I have one, please?
50 rupees one.
50, thank you. Thank you very much. Coconuts in this heat are an absolute godsend. I'm now in Jewtown. In the early 1500s, lots of Jewish people. As you can see, the Star of David up there. Lots of Jewish people came to settle here, mainly from West Asia, Syria, and they came across on boats in search of a new life and settled in Kochi. So this part of town where I'm in now is, yeah, where they used to live, and it's basically just shops now. So nearly 500 years after they first arrived here, they're now pretty much all gone, left to seek life elsewhere. There's actually only 2 Jewish people left in Kochi. They're both very old, not going to have any kids. So it's a sad end to the kind of Jewish history of this part of India. The oldest synagogue of all the Commonwealth countries, built in 1568. As there's only 2 Jewish people left in Kochi, they can't run services, ceremonies anymore, so you need 10 male Jewish people to run a ceremony, so it's now, yeah, inactive, and it's basically just a tourist spot. Similar to the St. Francis Church, it's very simple, classic, you can tell not much has changed over the 500-year history. Even in India, the great man rises above us all. Hello, can I just get a bottle of water? Water. What is this?
Samosa, chicken.
What, chicken samosa. And what's this?
Our chicken.
Chicken as well.
Cutlet.
Cutlet. It's good? Thank you. It's very nice. It's good. Oh, you want a chicken, don't you? Can I get the water? The water. The big water.
Ballam. Water.
Ballam.
Ballam water.
Bolum is the word for water. How much is it?
30.
30. There you go. Just keep the change. Thank you, my friend. Shut up. Huh? No, for you. For you. Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye. Nothing can go wrong trying random Indian street food, can it? What a lot of people don't know about Kerala is that it's actually the state government has been communist for the last 20 years, and communism in this part of India has been a long-standing feature, brought on obviously by colonialism and kind of the unfairness of all that. And yeah, similar to America, India is just so big that you basically can't, it has one government, but then states have their own, see, look at this. States have their own kind of state government as well. And yeah, Kerala has been communist for 20 years. I'm now in Vasco da Gama Square. See, I told you his legacy would live on forever. It's the weekend, loads of people are out. Enjoying the park, enjoying the slightly cooler weather as the sun descends towards the ocean. Very relaxed in this part of India. Oh, these sardines! What the fuck is going on? This is carnage! Oh my god! What the hell is happening? Oh my god, this is mental! What the fuck is happening? Thousands of sardines coming out of the water. Why is this happening?
Sardine.
But why are they doing this?
I know. Coming.
I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. What on earth just happened there? Why did the sardines all start jumping? What happened?
Chala.
Why did they do that?
Chala jumping.
Absolutely mental. I've no idea what happened now. I came down here to talk about these things, the Chinese fishing nets, and then suddenly this whole ocean just started exploding with sardines all jumping out the water so quickly. I've got no idea what happened. It was mental, absolutely mental. So yeah, these fishing nets anyway, the Chinese ones, they were brought to these shores, no one knows for sure, either by the Portuguese or a Chinese explorer. I think a Chinese explorer, because they're now only found in Kerala and one tiny part of China. So how it works is you lay the net down, like this one, you can see it's down. I think they're going to bring it up, it must be filled with sardines. Look, they're popping out of the water again. You lay the net down here, down on the sea floor. You wait usually until night, and then you can kind of guide the fish in with light. Then you pull the whole thing up at once, like that. It's being closed in now. Then you lift it out, and there you get your fish. size of this boat coming through. It's absolute carnage down here. And I think a fitting place to end the video. So for those of you who sat through the painful and boring history talk, we were rewarded with absolute madness at the end. I still have no idea what was going on. It was very cool and interesting to behold. And yeah, the port city of Kochi still, as you can see by this beast, relies on its seafaring ability to this day. Yeah, it's been great. It's been a very relaxing introduction to India. Tomorrow I'm heading north, and that's where the real carnage begins. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next week from another destination in India.